What if nature gave you free gifts every day? Welcome to Planet Healers. In episode 5, we'll uncover ecosystem functions, the invisible systems keeping us alive.
Ecosystems are the foundation of life on Earth. They're not just patches of forest, ocean, or grassland. They're dynamic systems where natural processes sustain life and deliver benefits that humans rely on every day. From oxygen we breathe to the food on our plates, ecosystems quietly power our existence. Yet they're under threat from human activities like pollution, deforestation, and climate change. Ecosystem functions are the biological, chemical, and physical processes that maintain the health and stability of ecosystems. They operate independently of human needs, ensuring that energy flows, nutrient cycles, and life persists. Nutrient cycling is how essential elements like carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus move through ecosystems, ensuring they're available to plants, animals, and microbes. How it works: plants absorb nutrients from the soil or water, animals eat the plants or other animals, and when they die, decomposers like bacteria and fungi break down the remains, returning nutrients to the environment. This cycle repeats endlessly. So why does it matter? Without nutrient cycling, soils would become barren, and plant growth, the basis of most food chains, would stop. Ecosystems influence local and global climates by storing carbon, regulating temperature, and managing water cycles. Forests and oceans act as carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Wetlands and soils also trap carbon, while vegetation affects rainfall patterns by releasing water vapor and microorganisms. The biotic interactions include processes like pollination, seed dispersal, and predation that maintain biodiversity and ecosystem balance. Pollinators, such as bees and bats, transfer pollen, enabling plant reproduction. Animals, like birds, disperse seeds, while predators control herbivore populations, preventing overgrazing. These functions interlock like gears in a machine. If one fails, the whole system can falter, which is where ecosystem services come in. Ecosystem services are the practical, often measurable benefits humans derive from ecosystem functions. They're categorized into 4 types: provisioning, regulating, cultural, and supporting. Provisioning services: these are the physical resources that ecosystems provide for human survival and economic growth. Food: ecosystems supply crops such as wheat and rice, livestock like cattle and chickens, fish such as salmon and tuna, and wild foods such as mushrooms and honey. Marine fisheries also produce 80 million tons of fish yearly, feeding billions, but overfishing has depleted these stocks. Freshwater: rivers, lakes, and aquifers provide drinking water, irrigation, and hydropower. Wetlands filter billions of gallons of water naturally, saving billions in treatment costs. Yet half the wetlands in the world have been drained since 1900. Clean water is priceless. 1.1 billion people still lack access to clean water, showing its scarcity. Raw materials, wood, cotton, rubber, and medicinal plants come from ecosystems. Forests provide 1.6 billion people with livelihoods through wood and non-timber products such as resins, fruits. Regulating services: these services stabilize environmental conditions, protecting us from natural hazards and maintaining livability. Climate regulation: ecosystems absorb greenhouse gases, moderating temperature. A mature tree can sequester 22 kilos of carbon dioxide yearly. Peatlands though only 3% of land area store 30% of soil carbon. Flood control. Wetlands, forests, grasslands absorb rainfall, reducing flood risk. In Brazil, the largest wetland holds 150 billion gallons of water during rainy seasons, protecting downstream cities. Flood damage costs 40 billion yearly. Healthy ecosystems cut that bill. Pollination. Insects and animals pollinate crops and wild plants. Bees pollinate 70% of world crops, including apples, almonds, and coffee. Their decline due to pesticides and habitat loss costs farmers 20 billion annually. Cultural services. These are the non-material benefits that enrich human life spiritually, recreationally, and intellectually. National parks, beaches, and trails offer physical and mental respite. Hiking reduces stress hormones by 16%. Ecotourism generates 1 trillion annually. Education. Ecosystems are living laboratories for science and culture. Spiritual and cultural value. Sacred groves, rivers, and mountains hold deep meaning for many people. Supporting services. These underpin all other services by enabling ecosystems to function. Soil formation. Weathering rocks and organic matter create fertile soil over centuries. 2 centimeters of topsoil takes 500 to 1,000 years to form. Earthworms aerate the soil, boosting fertility by 25%. The threats to these ecosystems. Human activities are degrading ecosystems at an alarming rate. Cutting forests removes trees before they can regrow. Pollution. These are contaminants like plastics, chemicals, and nutrients, for example, fertilizer runoff, poison ecosystems. 8 million tons of plastic enters oceans annually, and 80% of rivers carry pollutants. Habitat loss is the next one. Conversion of natural areas to agriculture, cities, or infrastructure. For example, bulldozers flatten forests for palm oil plantations. Draining lands for farmland destroys breeding grounds. Climate change. Raising carbon dioxide levels warms the planet, altering the weather and ecosystems. Heat waves cause coral reefs to bleach. Approximately 50% of the Great Barrier Reef is now dead. Droughts and fires weaken forests and carbon storage. Invasive species. There are non-native species introduced by humans that outcompete the local native species. Invasives threaten 42% of endangered species globally. These threats compound each other. Habitat loss worsens climate change by releasing stored carbon. But solutions exist. Restoring ecosystems requires reversing damage and preventing further harm. To fix overexploitation, we need to move towards sustainable harvesting, limiting extraction to sustainable levels using quota and protected areas. Marine protected areas ban fishing in key zones, letting populations recover. Agroforestry, so this means integrating trees with crops and livestock, so planting shade trees, for example, growing cacao under the canopy, to produce food while preserving soil and biodiversity. Tackling pollution, so reducing, reusing, recycling, or just not buying it at all. How can we do that? We can ban single-use plastics, we can promote biodegradable packaging, and build recycling infrastructure. With organic farming, we replace chemicals with natural methods, using compost, crop rotation, and biocontrol. For example, ladybugs can be used to eat aphids, to maintain yields without pollution. Reversing habitat loss, replant local native trees to rebuild our forests, involve communities in the tree care. Restoring these ecosystems stores more carbon. Soil health practices store carbon in the soil via better farming practices, using things like no-till, cover crops, microbiome enrichment, and biochar to lock carbon long-term in the soil. A cross-cutting solution is community engagement, involving locals in restoration, partnering with indigenous groups, funding citizen science projects, using traditional knowledge such as fire management, all working together with that community. Why does this matter to you? Well, healthy ecosystems aren't just nice to have, they're essential for human survival. Food, pollinators, and soil fertility ensures crops grow. Water, forests, and wetlands purify it for free. Safety, ecosystems buffer from storms and floods. Health, nature reduces disease, for example, forests limit mosquito breeding, and they boost mental well-being. Ecosystem functions and services are the heartbeat of our planet. They're complex, interconnected, and irreplaceable, but they're not invincible. By understanding them and acting decisively, we can heal the damage and secure a future where nature and humanity thrive.
Nature's gifts sustain us. Let's protect them. Subscribe to Planet Healers, share this video, and check out books like Braiding Sweetgrass, or support us on Patreon to keep this series growing. Next, nature's resilience. See you soon.